Things rappers own you won't believe. Dollar signs rule everything around rappers. Sadly, common sense doesn't. As soon as an artist hits in the industry, saving money and investing in proper things is never part of the agenda. Unfortunately, buying a sixth car or renting out massive villas can bite out of your pocket once the fame dies. The likes of MC Hammer and T-Pain, who recently went bankrupt, are a constant reminder that buying a multi-million-dollar horse stable or spending everything on luxurious cars is short-lived. Rappers can be too extravagant when it comes to money, and more often than not, flat out dumb. From multi-million-dollar chains to buying your kid 2 Maybachs in a row, here are the dumbest rapper purchases. Right before we begin, are you subscribed to our channel? If you're not, you're wasting a lifetime opportunity of the best entertainment. Diamond teeth. Rappers spend thousands of dollars on their grills. Perhaps to make their words more precious? We just don't get it. Well, it seems as though all of them try to outdo each other on who can spend more on their teeth. Lil Wayne took the crown when he spent $150,000 on diamond-crusted grills in 2009. That's enough money to get a student through college or buy a home in some states. Anyway, it's his money, he can do whatever the hell he wants to do with it. Like father like son, Lil Wayne is only stunting like his daddy. Find out what ridiculously expensive item Birdman bought. You won't believe it. $1 million poop machine. When one era ended, a new one came in. As soon as G-Unit disappeared into irrelevancy, Young Money came in to take its place. Led by Birdman and Lil Wayne, then now Nicki Minaj and Drake, they have all had their fair share of the most questionable money splurges. Birdman, without a doubt, is the flashiest of them all. He thrives in a lavish lifestyle and will do anything to make sure he is a step ahead of everyone. When you have more money than you need, you can make the most insane decisions such as this one. 2 years ago, he spent $1 million on a golden toilet. Well, that's one way to flush money down the toilet. Stay tuned for even more crazier purchases made by the most popular rappers. You won't believe what the next rapper bought, DJ Khaled. This man has done it all and he can no longer shock us. Over the past 10 years, he has pulled so many stunts that have had millions of people talking, but there is no one purchase that can ever get old. In 2009, when Khaled was still fresh in the industry, but steadily rising in popularity, he decided to import water from the Bahamas for his swimming pool. I mean, he spent millions of dollars to get the Bahamas water behind his backyard. For what reason? Beats me. I guess the only logical explanation would be to show off. No one else has ever done this. We can crown him hip-hop's Bahamas water importer. Would you ever buy your child a $100,000 gift? The Game. A couple years back, The Game went home with a Bentley Continental GT. Well after his son saw it. He was impressed and indicated he would love to have one when he grows up. Most parents would have just reassured their kids that with hard work and determination, they would be able to get their own, not the Game. He went on and spent close to $100,000 on a toy model of the same car for his son. I bet you're wondering why a toy would cost that much, right? Well, in the rapper spirit, he decided to get the car covered in pure diamonds amounting to about 150 carats. This is definitely not the most responsible purchase. It's a total waste of money, to be honest. His son was probably excited about it and grateful for the gift, but within a few years, he will look back and wonder what was his father thinking when he put real diamonds on a toy car. $500,000 is a lot of money. You won't believe what this rapper did with it. Meek Mill. Just a few years ago, Meek Mill was everywhere. He was all over the top charts, Billboard, and top 10 countdowns all over the world. He was listed as the hottest rapper, and as such, he began to act like one. He was known to brag about his lifestyle and was constantly showing off. To show everyone he had made it, he bought a customized chain that cost him about $540,000. The chain was written as Dream Chasers, which was his mixtape from 2011 that got him famous. His story is a great example of good times don't last forever. His flashy lifestyle turned into one of his worst nightmares when he got in trouble with the law. He also had nasty beef with Drake that ended up so badly, his longtime girlfriend Nicki Minaj also dumped him. So if anything, this chain must have been a curse and not a blessing. The next rapper has to have made the dumbest purchase in our whole countdown. Stay tuned to see the next story. Nicki Minaj. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, here comes Nicki Minaj, who purchased what is now referred to as the most expensive weave. She bought a weave worth $75,000 and justified her purchase, claiming it was real hair from an Indian girl who was maintaining a healthy lifestyle and her hair in order to sell it. Nicki Minaj didn't hesitate to buy the hair and has been spotted rocking it multiple times. We have all made some ridiculous purchases throughout our lives, but it's safe to say that we will never make worse life decisions than Nicki did with this one. The weave was purchased last year, so maybe Nicki is still giving it a run, but we wouldn't be surprised if she has moved on to the next one, perhaps a longer and even healthier looking hair. She obviously has the money to justify her purchases, so why not? Some rappers have no limits when it comes to splurging money. What would you do with $8 million if you could only buy one item? Birdman once more. We can conclude that Birdman is the king of luxurious things. This whole video could have been about him and his expensive things alone, and it wouldn't be boring. In his crazy lifestyle, he has bought some of the most expensive cars. His garage alone could feed a whole village in Africa for 10 years. Among his favorite cars is the Maybach Landaulet and a red Bugatti Veyron, but these cars seem mediocre when compared to his Maybach Accelero. The car can run at a top speed of 218 miles per hour and can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in only 4.4 seconds. But for $8 million, there's a lot of things Birdman could have splurged on instead. Quavo. Quavo, just like Offset, has had great success being part of Migos. With success comes a heap load of money. He's known to have multiple chains just like other rappers, but one of his favorite masterpieces has to be a chain of him in Disney's Ratatouille. Apparently, the chain is worth about $250,000, so it's probably one of the most expensive chains in the industry. The most incredible thing about it is the details. The white gold pendant is filled with VVS diamonds, and if you look carefully, it's a mini him wearing another chain and a Rolex. Kanye West. As we all know, he is worth millions of dollars, and almost every business he touches turns to gold. Kanye is also a living musical and fashion genius who has rubbed off shoulders with a couple of people along his way to success, but that's quite expected. He's also known to spend his money extravagantly, like that one time he bought Kim Kardashian flowers worth $130,000 after she got her baby. When he's not dishing out money on his wife, he is spending his money on the usual things. He once got someone to paint a mural of himself on his ceiling. In the mural, he appeared as an angel or a god, something of the sort. It was meant to represent his near-death experience in a car crash a few years back. He paid a total of $350,000 for it. To pay that much money for a painting of yourself seems a bit narcissistic, but it had a deeper meaning. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it's worth it? Let us know in the comments. Travis Scott. Travis spent $1 million on a watch. Yes, you heard that right. It was about $1,015,000 including taxes, but let's just round it off to $1 million. This was back in 2017. It was right after Jacob the Jeweler unveiled one of the most recent pieces on his pages that Travis went ahead and got one like it was nothing. He went on to flaunt it on all his pages just like all the other rappers. The rose gold Astronomia diamond baguette watch was the talk for a couple days. It features a gravitational triple-axis tourbillon piece with 3-dimensional side reel with an oval sky indicator of celestial panorama. In my opinion, it looks as though it would break on the first fall, unless it's made of some strong moon glass or something. $1 million on a watch? I can't even begin to count how many other better things that money would have helped with. Just when you thought that was the most expensive watch, here's one more ridiculously priced watch owned by a popular rapper. Continue watching. JayZ. JayZ loves the fine things, and there's no doubt about it. He loves to spend his hard-earned money on the most expensive stuff. He once spent $80,000 on a doll for his daughter for her birthday. What can't he really buy for himself? In his true nature, JayZ had a custom-made $2.5 million Richard Mille watch on his wrist made for him. It reportedly takes 3,000 hours just to make the case on this watch. The whole watch is cut and milled from solid blocks of sapphire. JayZ is not the only celebrity sporting a Richard Mille timepiece. It sure does look like a nice watch, but a $2.5 million price tag is just too much. Rick Ross. He got a chain worth $1.5 million. It is quite similar to Quavo's. I guess it must be a rapper's thing to get a chain of himself wearing another chain. The only difference is that Rick's chain is massive in size. Rick Ross is a pretty big guy, and when he wears his masterpiece, it covers a huge part of his stomach, so it sure is huge. If you had $1.5 million, what would you spend it on? Let us know in the comments. I really don't understand why rappers spend millions on jewelry. I'm not a rapper, so I wouldn't really know their mindset. I'd probably get a house instead of something you can use every day because these chains are pretty heavy. Anyway, it's their money. Nick Cannon. He owns the world's most expensive shoes. He got diamond-encrusted Tom Fords, which are worth $2 million. So it's pretty much $1 million per shoe. Hilarious, right? Imagine if someone stepped on him. These celebrities are so materialistic, but at least Nick said he would auction off the shoes and give all the proceeds to charity. Thank you for watching. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. Give us a thumbs up.